everybody, today I'm reviewing a new liquid liner that I have from Rimmel. It's the ScandalEyes Thick and Thin Eyeliner. So it's one of those felt tip pen format liners. The cut of this liner is designed to give you basically two separate looks. If you look at it up very closely, you can see it has the teeniest, tiniest little angle to it. It makes you think of a really, really miniature, like magic marker or permanent marker, you know? So the idea is that you could run this across your lash line horizontally and get a very thin line, or you could turn it upward where it's running vertically and you could get a thicker line. And as you can also see, the tip, the actual felt tip part of this only sticks up over the plastic a little bit. So that is one complaint I have with this right off the bat. I like a little more length to the applicator, so then you don't have to run it, you know, like this. You can really turn it a little more sideways and kind of lay it down across the eye. Just a quick comparison, the Milani Eye-Tech Extreme, there's a big difference here. Can you see how long that tip is and how gradually tapered it is? So if you want to apply this on your lash line, you can practically stamp it across if you wanted to. And there's also some nice kind of flexibility right in the little tip of that. This one from Rimmel, the tip is going to stay pretty stiff. This whole part is going to pretty much stay straight as you apply it. Also, I found that the slant of this tip is so darn subtle. By the time I look at it, now, okay, I see which way the slant is facing, and then I get it placed on my eye, I'm like, even looking in a mirror, I'm wondering, okay, do I have that turn just right? I mean, I really find that I have to think about it and really figure out which way that's laying, and it might not sound like much of an issue, but I mean, if you want it to be, you know, the fine line kind of running horizontally across the lash line, you've really got to think about it, and sometimes I've got it actually turned the wrong way and don't realize it. Also, I don't think this gives the richest, blackest line. I've noticed if I'm going over especially a highly shimmery shadow on my lid, like today I've got, I think that's Urban Decay's Sin from the Naked palette on the lid, and when I look up closely at the finished look, I feel like I can see some of that showing through instead of a fully opaque black line covering it up. And once you get out to the end of your liner, if you want to do a winged liner, it is a little tricky in that sometimes you don't always have it turned the right way, or if you like to rotate your liner a little bit in your hand, you know, you've got to leave this going the very same way all the way across, whereas with a tip like this, where it's just one pointed tip, you know, you can adjust it, you can really move with it, and I think this achieves a fine winged liner a lot better than Milani Eye-Tech Extreme. So I'm not loving the cut of this. I'm not loving the length, that really short length of the tip. I don't think it's the blackest liner. As you can see, hopefully you can kind of tell this, where I've got the swatches of the ScandalEyes, and then I put a swatch of my Jordana Color Envy liquid liner, and I feel like I can see a lot more opacity with the Jordana than with this one. And then there's a waterproof claim on this, and I will say if I'm running water just from the sink, just running the water right over this, it will stay put. But once you rub or once you blot off with a Kleenex, you've lost pretty much all of the liner. So when you think about crying or tearing up, you know, it's not just like you let those tears stream from your face. Chances are you're going to blot, and what are you also going to do? You're going to probably blot away some of this eyeliner as well. So I think you can tell I'm really not a fan of this product. I think they took kind of a subpar felt tip liquid liner, they put it in this product where it's got that special little bit of a cut to it, but I'm just really not enjoying the way that applies across the lash line. I think a lot of people turn to liners like this, these felt tip liquid liners, for an easier application or a quicker application, and I didn't feel like I really got any of that with this product. The one that I would recommend is the one I've been referencing throughout this video. It's the Eye-Tech Extreme liquid liner in this pen format. I really like this if that's what you're going for. Or another great just standard liquid liner with a brush if you like to use that kind, the Jordana Color Envy and Black Envy. Great standard black liquid liner, very black line, easy application, just no complaints about either of those two. So that's my take on the new ScandalEyes Thick and Thin Eyeliner. Hope this review helped you out, and I'll see you next time. Bye.